But Sarah Palin has already delivered her own video on Facebook this morning. Since she is the center of the controversy, she doesn't have anything specifically to connect her, specifically. But then she comes out, and she comes out in a highly produced fashion, an address with the flag and teleprompter, obviously, and creates a whole new controversy.
I think she simply could have said, I'm sorry, I don't think it had anything to do with this, but I wish we'd never done it.
Pat, could she have defended herself? Or should she have just avoided that and said, let's focus on the victims and sort of risen above it, as David Frum had suggested a few days ago?
No, I don't think so. I think she's done this exactly right in this sense. First, I think she was correct in staying out of this and letting this, and there has been vitriol and hatred directed at her. Unsupportable, as you said. There's not a single shred of any evidence that anything she said or did in the campaign had a connection to this individual, who apparently bore a grudge for 3 years against the Congresswoman. And 3 years ago,
the campaign.
Yeah, and 3 years ago, she was still governor of Alaska. I think she's got to respond to this, because this is an insupportable slander. It is vicious. Columnists like David Brooks say that, you know, people who condemn the viciousness are engaged in this vicious attack upon her. I think to say what she did, call it what it is reprehensible and insupportable slander. And the other part of her statement I thought was exactly right. So I think the decent interval that she waited for 4 days while this was going on before responding was correct. And frankly, I thought it was an excellent statement. With regard to the phrase blood libel, that of course refers to the libel that was used in the Middle Ages, charges against Jews which were utterly unsupportable slanders. And I think she's using it in that context.
Well, blood libel, perhaps she didn't know of the context of that phrase. It has been used elsewhere. It was used in the Wall Street Journal by a columnist. Maybe she was ignorant of it, you know, to give her the benefit of the doubt. Well,